work. I've had so many goddamn fucking problems. I don't think anything's gonna actually go today. So I will be surprised if you actually see anything working this morning. Thoroughly surprised if you see anything working this morning. So all I've had is technical fucking difficulties and fucking slowness and everything else to piss me the fuck off today. So who knows if it's actually gonna fucking work. I'm suspecting I'm not gonna be working at all right here. But that's the type of fucking morning I've had. Let's see here. How's it going? I don't know if anybody can even hear me at all. The freaking microphone wasn't working before. Can you hear me? Can you hear? Yes? All right. Is it clear? Is it good? Is it bad? How is it? Muffled? Normal? Normal? All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Been having nothing but fucking problems this morning. So if anything works today, I'm going to be thoroughly fucking surprised. Sorry for swearing today, but I'm just not a good day. Not a good morning so far. Just being remembered on why I'd prefer to, if I want to get the hell out of this goddamn country. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do appreciate that. All right, let's see if that's air during live. Please follow. Quantity, sure, we'll do that. It doesn't matter. It's not like anything's going to change on there. All right, so I have that there. This is what I was planning on doing today. I had it set up. Let's see if it's still in here. It is in here. All right, so there are 50 spots. There we go. 15 spots. There's a little KS break that we're doing today. I do not have much of my stock because we are moving. And almost all the stuff is out of our house. My office has much of nothing in it. It's a bunch of shit all over the floor right now because, that's how I work, right? Rushed. Yeah, that sounds fine, Jupiter. Not a problem at all. So I'm going to be pinning this so you guys can see it today. The only things that I do have are what you do see available today in the buy now. Like I said, I'm a little low on everything just due to stuff being in stock right now. Just being in my storage right now versus it looks like it pissed myself because the friggin' sink dripped on me. Look at that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, rinse your face off, then you lean against the sink, and now I'm wet. We're moving. We're currently nowhere right now. But no, the plan was to move on to a boat, but things aren't working well. Am I freezing? No. All right. I'm not even there. That's part of the problem. YouTube stole it again. I mean, it's what? Not YouTube. Whatnot stole it again. There we go. Put me right there in the middle since I don't have the other stuff set up today. Let me see if the check-ins are working. Let's see if that wants to work. I've been waiting on seeing if that worked yet because everything was freezing and hanging. Oh, they might. They might work. They might work. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. Everything has been causing a problem, so I didn't want to make too many things start right now. I have an issue. All right, let's try that. See if the check-ins will work. I'm going to put the check-in counter up here. There you go. Let's move it right there. Let's see if those work. What? Are you looking for a Jupiter? I don't have anything, a ton of things at the moment. Like I said, because they're not here with me. I have stuff in my location that I'm moving stuff to, and then I'll have stuff available. I mean, I have a bunch of boxes that are just packed up at the moment because literally this is like our big moving out day, I guess. That's what everybody needs to do these days. Well, we're just hanging out today. Probably gonna be a slow one. More of just making myself visible here for a little while. I probably don't even think I'm gonna be on long. I'm guessing I'm gonna be off at 8 just because I don't even think I'm gonna have the patience for anything today. Probably gonna lose it. But that's just me. Because I don't have any patience with anything going on right now due to the state of this fucking house. Probably don't even have the time to do this today, but it's more that I'm generally up earlier, but I even woke up late today. Fucking broke my toe yesterday, stubbing it, trying to walk, turning to talk to my wife, and kicked the fucking Florida step and broke my toe. So that's gonna be fun, walking around with a swollen big toe today, having to move shit. But anyways, we're here. I'm not dead. That's the biggest thing, is you're not dead, right? As long as you're alive, you can make it through another day. And what I'll do instead is we'll take a look at some just be bored here and do my normal self. I don't think we have anything, Dick. I thought I had removed all those. Why are those in there? I had to remove that stuff from the inventory. Let's see. That shouldn't have been in there. Thank you. Deactivate those. I don't have them on hand right now. Exactly. I'm upright. I'm not dead. That's all you got to keep looking at. I'm not dead. I have yet to be 6 feet under, so I'm still here. So that's all that matters. No, why is it showing 20? I want more than 20 to show. I have more than 20 items. See, that's all that matters, is I'm still here and I get to breathe for another day. So I got packs available. The bundles are not in right now. I have to deactivate that for the time being. They're in the warehouse. This is the warehouse. Yes, it's actually just a giant goddamn storage unit that's AC and a bunch of goddamn shelves in there, and it looks like a fucking warehouse with the amount of shit in it. As I made the comment about before, I'm not a person that likes stuff. I like to enjoy life. I like to enjoy the people around you. Stuff to me is just cluttering of bullshit that provides a headache. The less stuff you have, the less headache you generally have. And if you've noticed, a lot of the people that have the less stuff are a lot more happier. That's because they are less worried about said stuff to provide more happiness for themselves. Yes, some things can provide happiness, but the excessive things don't generally. And you look at very rarely do you see a person that's like rich, happy with their lives. And it's not because of the stuff that they have that they're unhappy with it. It's because of maintaining it. And that is just a headache all the time. The amount of things you need to do, the responsibilities that are like not really responsibilities, they're self imposed ones. And those self imposed responsibilities are whatever in this world you think makes you better or the world better, whatever makes you feel better about yourself, whatever it is. And a lot of times it's just you're dishonest with yourself. You're not honest with what you like in the world, what you want to be, what you want to look for. And you just don't, you do what everybody else is because you feel like you're supposed to keep up with the Robinsons or whatever, Kardashians or whatever fucking new family is that you're supposed to keep up with. There's always a new one. I do not have a box of Time Spiral yet. I've been looking for some more of it, so if I find any, I will let you know. I will definitely let you know. But either way, it's also part of the reason why we're getting rid of our stuff, a lot of our stuff, and moving on to a boat. Because it's excessive in regards to kind of the creature comforts, not necessary, but they are nice to have, especially when you're traveling around and be able to have a lot of things and be able to continue to do this type of stuff with you guys, to be able to promote and afford it. All right, I think I have everything in here correctly now for inactive. Just want to make sure I didn't activate. I don't have anything active in here that I didn't have because I know I don't have a lot of cards and stuff available for today's stream. But hey, that's kind of what things go on with here. I don't have too much to do today. Just a little bit leftover stuff here. But if you'd like, there's our break. I have a feeling that this isn't even going to happen today because I'm not an excitable person today to keep you guys entertained. Let's throw out some singles for a little while, though. I have a few of them here still. I don't have a lot here, but we'll see what they are. If anybody likes any. Well, we got nothing going on. Yeah, so I don't know about as relaxing, but traveling will be nice. It should be more relaxing than what we're doing. The fucking rat race of shit you do now in this country. So that's definitely that will be more relaxing. But other than that, you still have headaches. So you're gonna deal with boat weather, stuff like that. You're gonna have to deal with things like that, all that kind of crap. But at least you get less headaches, more directed ones that you're choosing versus ones that you're not choosing and being imposed on you by populace of people you don't fucking like in the first place for the most part. I don't know if you or me, but on a regular basis, I go outside, go to do different places. Like I go to Walmart. It's like one person there's like two people there that are polite and nice. Then the rest of like 70 that you bump into, you're like, oh my God, you're the reason why I don't like this country. How's it going, Jose? Foil. This is a surge foil. Correcto mundo. Surge foil on this one, and this is going to go out for $8. The nice thing with this is you get the shipping. The shipping goes out in this type of thing, a top loader. So that's why it's cheap for your shipping. So there you go there. That is a surge foil of the Dr. War Doctor. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about that. I can open up mail. I got some mail to open. I forgot I had mail to open. We're going to move this stuff right here. Now, this is going to be fun today if you guys want to jump in on it. Ooh, I forgot I had mail to open. There's our collector booster break. Pretty much all collector boosters. Nice setup right there. I don't think that's going to work. I'm trying to figure out how to keep them in view while I open things. I'm going to zoom out. I think that'll work good enough. All right, we're going to do that. Aha! I forgot I had these today. I don't even remember opening this. What did I get? See, I play games sometimes and I get really bad luck. Where'd that cut? Oh, that one I already took out. Already went through that. But let's see if I got any good luck recently. Yeah, see, I don't like going out either. I don't mind going out. I actually don't mind going out and being around people. I like actually going around out and being around like it's hard to say though. It's like hard to find good people. But the thing is, there's good ones in the day. There's good ones in the morning. There's good ones in the evening. It's really hard to be able to bump into, and you have to either tolerate the junk that you're with on a regular basis. Is what I'm, and that's the thing that's crappy. I don't even remember what this was. I think this was like a horrible luck I got here when I tried to get something. But I always have bad luck on things. Flame of Anor. I just got rid of those. We'll put that over there. That was an old one from before I went on vacation. See, I don't mind going. I actually like meeting people. I think my problem is the people we're meeting recently. Maybe that's probably what it is. All right, more mail call. Like, I like everybody. I like a lot of people. There's actually, I went up, I met Frank, hung out with him for a baseball game. Very nice guy. I liked him. I liked his girlfriend. I liked some of the other people that we met out and about there at the game store and stuff. I met some of the other people we met at the baseball game. But like, say like 70% of the people at the baseball game, I want to be like, do you have any manners? Did anybody teach you respect? Did anybody teach you anything that was anything on the lines of you're not the only one on this planet? Like, I just don't know how to, I don't know. That's just me, though. I got some good luck on one of these the other day. This is something, like I said, right before we went on break. And I think that's probably what my problem is. Like, I was taught when I was younger, manners, respect, honor, chivalry, But you can't do that anymore. You get yelled at for holding the door open for somebody because you're sexist. Ooh, a Modern Horizon 3-pack. That's what I got. Do you work in food services or do you work in retail? All right, let's see what I got out of this pack that I got a good luck charm on. Emperor Bones was my rare. Brain Surge. Oh, not bad. Hydra Trainer. Ooh, somebody's looking for Hydras earlier. Consign to Memory. Wirewood Symbiote. Arcbound Condor. There's my planes and my art card there. Oh, even worse, buddy. Oh, I feel for you, dude. I feel for you. I had a couple people in law enforcement that I've been friends with. Actually, one of the kids that plays soccer with ours. He's his father. The father that we talked to was in law enforcement. So yeah, one of the reasons he was tired of it too was that he actually was lucky enough being near his 20 year where he was able to get out at 20 years and then go on to some other things after. So I understand that. Yep. I thoroughly understand that. Well, see, the thing is, something that I've tried to explain this to people all the time. Ward is that people like, how do you always get out of like you've never gotten in trouble and like you do stupid things? I'm like, yeah, I do stupid things, but I also understand how to be respectful. And I'm not when I'm doing something, I'm getting in trouble. Most of the time, I'm not doing something with ill intent. And a lot of times I was stupid and I was young, or half the time I wasn't paying attention. I was going 10, 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. So, and like, how do you not get a speeding ticket? Like I got caught doing a bunch of different things, whether it was speeding or with fireworks when you're not supposed to have fireworks when you're younger. I'm like, well, first of all, I don't look at the cop or the police officer and I go, F you, this is my place, free country. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. What was I doing wrong? Like sometimes I really don't know what I was doing wrong. Nice Phyrexian Tower. So, I'm like, what can I do? What is this? What it can do to help? And if you try to be respectful, like a lot of the times you're not going to have a headache. But the problem is I think people forgot that. And I had a friend, and the other thing too is I learned a long time ago, if you can make police officers laugh, you can get away with a lot of stuff that isn't like serious. All right. Like say you were going a little fast. All right. So one time I was younger, I was coming back from a friend's house. I was the sober driver and I wasn't paying attention. We were just like rocking out to music and it was like, I don't know, like 11:30 at night or something. And I had these big glow in the dark glasses on. And because I was a sober guy, I was just being funky, goofy, whatever, my normal self. Well, I'm driving back. I wasn't paying attention because the road went from like, I think it was 55 to 35. And the cop caught me going like 48 or something like that. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was letting my foot off the gas. I just noticed the speed. But anyways, he pulled over. He goes, "Hey, sir, do you know why I pulled you over?" And I roll down my window. Yes, I got to roll down the window. That's how old I am. I'm not that old, but I mean, my car was that old. So I'm rolling down my window. I'm like, "Hey, sir, how you doing today?" And "Hey, hello, sir," was one of the two first things I said. And then, "How are you doing today?" Not anything else. And then between that and the big glasses, he just started laughing. Goes, "Hold on a second." He turned around, walked to his car, goes, "Sir, can you take those glasses off?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I had them on." I took them off, and I was just the whole time being respectful, make him chuckle, and I was fine. Didn't have any issues. Oh, interesting. Well, that's kind of, I guess it depends on where you are. This has been between Massachusetts, um, New Hampshire, Connecticut, I think Georgia, Louisiana, Florida. Trying to think of the other states. Those are the primary ones that I've dealt with. Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. You sir, ma'am today. Most people get upset. That's part of the problem too. Yep. Yep. Or yeah, I know. It's either that wait a minute, you have manners? Hold on a second. It's either that, yeah, exactly. Either that or they're in trouble. Yeah. I like it. There's a couple little break things I got there. Not bad though for a little planeswalker there. Ob Nixilis and an Elmar. Or my thing is too is I'm trying to be polite to people. At least we're here in Florida, they're a lot better at it. But when I was up north, I was being polite. I like hold the door open for someone, not being disrespectful, and I'd have somebody yell at me like, "I can do it myself." I'm like, "All right," and I just walk away and let the door shut. And like, "Well, that was rude." I'm like, "Well, dude, you just told me you can do it yourself. Next time, say thank you." I don't know what the fuck you want, man. Like, what do you want here? Ob Nicholas? I don't know. Let's see. We can see how much Ob Nicholas goes for. That is $10. I don't play Planeswalkers, nor do I really. So, Casualty X, the copy isn't legendary and has starting loyalty X. As you cast this spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power X. When you do copy this spell, each opponent loses 1 life unless they discard a card. You control a demon devil, you gain 2 life. Create a 1/1 devil creature token. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage target. Is this one you need? Because I don't have devils or demons or anything like that. I don't play anything like that. Yeah, exactly. Commanders are gone. Okay, no problem. Yeah, see, exactly. It really depends on what it is. I mean, it depends on the person too. Like I've run into, I won't lie, I have run into officers where I've been like, dude, I've been around police my entire life. What is your goddamn problem? Like I think part of the reason was I used to be a lifeguard, so I had to go to the police department every day to pick out my lifeguard gear because I was the head lifeguard. I did sometimes train people, so where I was, so I had to go to the police department on a regular basis. So I knew people, and I also realized sometimes people just have shitty days. Well, this cop had to have had one of the crappiest days ever because I was like, I had had somebody actually causing a problem with us with road rage. And I pulled over and I'm like, "Hey, can you help us? This dude's been coming after us," and actually came out of the car and like literally went towards my girlfriend's side of the car. We called the police and everything, but they said find an officer as close as you can. So there was an officer on detail. So we went and pulled over to this person. I'm like, "Oh, there's an officer on detail." And they said, "All right, great, pull over." So we pulled over and like, "Hey, these people have been chasing us. The people that were chasing us sped by." And then I got out and he's like, you need to get a hold of another officer. That's not my time. I'm on duty. I'm on patrol, or no, I'm on detail here. I'm like, I understand that, sir. But they told me to find an officer to have you help get a hold of somebody nearby while I'm talking to them. That is what the person in dispatch told me. So I'm getting a hold of an officer nearby. Well, you need to leave, sir. I'm on detail. I'm like, the fucking person just chased us down and jumped out of the car. What? And whatever. Luckily, the person sped away from us. Well, the funny thing is, long story short, is this was in college. They had been drinking. I swear my wife flipped them off when they tried to cut her off. She was the girlfriend at the time. I'm telling her. I think she did. She said she didn't. Either way, it doesn't matter. They ended up chasing us down a little bit. And, I had to deal with an issue. I was fine, no issues. But and then eventually they got back in front behind us in the car. And they're like, we're going to follow you back to campus. Talking about going back to school because we were at the beach and went back from going back to the college campus. All right, follow us. Come on, follow us back. Oh, little did they know I was in a fraternity. I called the fraternity house to go, yo, get all the brothers on the front lawn. Make sure all 38 of them are there. Call them in from everywhere. And they're like, all right, sure. So had 38 brothers sitting on the front lawn. I pulled in the driveway, stepped out of the car and go, what you going to do now? I've never seen a car actually be like, oh, shit, that was a bad choice. Like the 3 people in it, even though they were drunk, be like, oh, that was really not the best idea. And they just kept going. You can see their face there. Immediately, their face was like, oh, shit. That wasn't the right people to mess with. And the funny thing was, we didn't even have all of the brothers. I think there was only probably 20, 25 of them. We couldn't even get all 30 of them there. Hey, good morning, 9-Volt. But I didn't want to do anything. My girlfriend, that's my wife now. I didn't want to have an issue. She was the one driving, and they were like road raging against her and shit, and trying to chase her down, like checkering behind cars to stay behind her or cut in front of her and stuff like that. They were just being dangerous and drunken idiots. I ended up going to the police department and telling them what happened in town. Like, hey, just so you guys are aware, if anything happens, this is what we ran into. And they're like, all right, cool. Thanks for letting us know. If anything happens or there's a fight of any kind, we will have to take both of you in. But because of you letting us know, we'll have prior reference of the fact that they were pretty much hunting you in some way. Yeah, the poopy pants. I know that would be pretty funny. Like, oh great, what's this dude getting here now? He's already gotten some weird packages. What's the next weird package he's getting? Nice. Bootlegger's stash. Lands and tokens you control have created treasure token. Ooh, I'm keeping that baby. I remember I got that one. Was extremely happy about that because I use green, and I love that. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you're all having a good one. Yeah, but today's a little slow day. We just got out our the ultimate chaos break, which was what we had out on Friday. I just didn't have the time to do it. I only have a little bit of time today. Don't have a ton of time just because I have to break the shop here at some point because I have to finish cleaning house to move. We were just going over some of the stories of people in the world nowadays. I highly doubt I'm going to have a change in the way the world is by traveling. But at least when it comes to being on the boat, one of my favorite things about it, and one of the things I always liked, and I always want to look, my wife wanted to do it with a RV before, but I've been in an RV for years, so I didn't want to do that. Well, long story short, my family, one of the first houses I remember was actually a trailer. So, you grow up, then we had one that we went to and camped in every year long and stuff like that. So I don't really need to do that all the time. So I wanted to go out on a boat. Finally getting her out. Instead of the RV, I got her to go and do the boat. So we get to pick up our anchor and move our house whenever we want if we don't like people. Oh, I injured my toe last night. Oh, this? Actually not too bad. I didn't carry a ton of the heavy stuff, and if there was something heavy, I had somebody else help me, and I used one arm. But I broke my big toe last night on my left foot, so my whole left side of my body's kind of fucked right now. So my shoulder and my rib cage, because the muscle's being pulled off, I can't lift too heavy stuff. I can definitely feel that pulling. And then last night, the Florida step. If you guys know what those are, it's like a step that's like this big that brings your house up above the ground level where the cement pad. Well, I was turning and talking to my wife. I was walking in the fucking house. and I drilled that mother. Oh god, did I kick it? I thought I was trying to kick a ball through a goddamn to the moon or something, I guess. And I was on the ground crying for a minute. Mom's laughing at me.
You were like, yeah.
Mom's laughing.
By the way, I heard that little thing about me cutting people off.
Yeah, I swear to God. I swear I still tell you, you flip people off. Oh, nice. Oh wow, you were. I haven't played Warhammer in so long. That'd be a fun one to play. I used to love doing the figurines and painting them. I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of it was actually taking the time and using use that to paint the figurines. Oh yeah, she does it too. I taught her though this. This is what I taught her. My dad. So I'm like, stop flipping people off and do this. This is a lot better because one, you get to flip people off nicely, and two, when you wave at somebody, it pisses them off even more when they're pissed at you. So what you do is you do this. My dad taught me to do this. He goes like this. He goes like this. He goes, you wave out the window with all your hand like this. Go treat the whole family, motherfucker, and you smile at them as you wave. You just go like that and you wave. So when you go by, you go treat the whole family, motherfucker, and you wave instead of giving them the finger because they don't know. You're yelling at them, giving the flip on off, and they're spitting there, getting madder, flipping over. Oh, that guy's waving at me. And just makes it even more funny because they start getting more pissed, and you just keep saying the same thing. Oh wow, you're getting really riled up there, Oh yeah, Steph likes the thumbs up one. Steph's new one is a thumbs up one.
It's not an A for effort. It's
an A for asshole. Yeah, she goes, that's not an A for effort. that A isn't for effort. It's for asshole. Thumbs up. Yeah, that's her next one. That's a good one. I like that one. Yeah, she was only letting them know they were number one. Correct. Exactly. She was only letting them know they were number one. It is the tallest finger, too. Yep, that is right. It is the tallest finger. Yeah, that happens sometimes. So that's the reason why I have a machete in my car. I had somebody do that to me one time where they were getting up my bum and got really close. And I was like, I tapped my brakes a little bit because there was cars in front of me and they were hitting their brakes. And I was trying not to hit them hard. Well, they got even closer and beat their horn. And then they got closer to my butt. And with them road raging like that, I took one turn to go somewhere and they followed me. I'm like, what the fuck? So I pulled the machete out. I put it out the window. I'm like, you sure you want to do this? And they left. It's one of the good reasons to have the machete in the car. Most people realize when you start swinging a machete around, you probably have other weapons too, if you're willing to swing a machete out your window. No, I don't like to carry my gun with me because I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm going to need my gun because I know I'm going to shoot and kill someone, and I'd rather not to have to be in that situation. So if I'm in my car, I'm going to run someone over or push them out of the way so that I don't have to use it and try to get away from it because I have a relatively good shot, weirdly. Every time I go to first to put it this way, my friend had a rifle, an AR rifle, and he went to shoot it off with my pistol one day before he left and moved down here. I had never used an AR before in my life, and he put I had my clip in there. And the first clip we had, I don't know, I think it was 12, 13 rounds. I can't remember, 13, 15 rounds or something like that in there. I had 5 of them were in the red of the bullseye. He's like, oh, how many times have you shot one? I'm like, oh, this is the first time I've used one. He's like, dude, you're at 50 yards. Yeah, so you've got a scope on it. He's like, I haven't targeted the scope yet. I'm like, yeah, I know, it's off to the left. You need to fix that. And he's like, okay. So like he took it over and then he couldn't even get into the bullseye as much. We ended up playing a little game between the 3 of us that were there. And I had the most bullseyes. Yeah. I had a police officer taught me how to do it when I was a lifeguard. I was at the I used to go play paintball at where the sand pits where they used to use for target practice. So a couple times when I was getting ready to leave, they were coming in and like, hey, James, you want to shoot? So I got the practice and they taught me how to do stuff correctly and appropriately, blah, blah, blah. Not that I remember it all necessarily now, but I know the gist of most of it. But yeah, that's literally the reason why I don't carry a weapon around. I don't trust the fact that I'm going to do something if I need to. And I don't want to be in that situation. So I put myself away from those situations so I don't need to have it happen. That's really what it boils down to. So those are the uncommon ones there for those. Oh yeah, see that would make sense. Yeah, if you're not aware of weapons, see like I have mine. All of ours are in safes. They're unlocked. They're none of the weapons are together. The bullets are in one place. The gun is another. If I was ever going to be like somewhere where I was feeling I'd need it or unsafe for some reason, it would be within the safe, right directly next to me, so that no one can touch it. And if anybody gets it wrong, touching any of the buttons, I will hear the beeping going on. So like I have ways to make sure, but I've never had to be in a location where I was worried that I needed it. Wait, no, I lied. Once I did. I actually got there was a road rage person that chased us back when we were dropping our boat off one time. And I actually had to call the police because he like pulled next to me. He goes, I'm going to kill you at one point when you're trying to like almost run us off the road. So when I went back to I had my my sister actually meet us somewhere with her, my gun that I told her the code to get it. And I'm like, we're coming back. I need you to meet me at this location because I don't think he's going to keep not follow me. But luckily we ended up finding a police officer down the road and talking to him. And my sister met me and dropped the weapon off with me at where I was dropping the boat off. But yeah, that wasn't a good one. That was the only time I felt I needed it. And I felt like, oh crap, I wish I had that on me. It was the only reason was because my family was in the car. If my family wasn't in the car, I would have ran that guy off the road with my truck. Yeah, I had the precaution. That's the next thing too. Sometimes it's like that too, Holden. I've been with those situations. I'm like, where I'm in Florida, sometimes people are like that, but I don't, in those areas, I stay away from those areas. I don't direct myself there. Yeah, some of the people may be carrying, but I'm not worried about the people that are carrying it in my area. It's because the people that are carrying it in my area are going to be going into an area that they need it. I'm not going into those areas. If I was going to go into those areas, I'd carry something with me, but I stay away from them. That's literally, there's no need for me to go there. I know no one there. There's nothing I want there. There's nothing scenic about that place for me to be in any of those locations. So why do it? Right? We're going to go with, I like it. You just got to kind of know what you're doing. It's the same thing around the world. Cool. Look at you guys I don't know if you guys are going to find it as cool as I am, but I bought these. Oh no, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. Ha! I bought these so I had them on the boat. It was going to make my life easier. I don't think you're going to be able to see it all though. Hold on a second. We're going to zoom out here. Ready? Hold on. I bought this to make my life easier for the boat, that they're all stacked in these things. But anyways, you have a choice here. You chose Lost Caverns. Oop. Lost Caverns. I know. I got two of them. I found them on sale somewhere. Somebody else I saw had one, an individual one. I'm like, they got to have more than one of them together. So puts them on front. I got a little slidey bar to safe to keep them so they fall out, which is nice. It's a little acrylic thing. I can't remember who I saw had one of them. All right, so you want one? We're gonna go with one. This is my first use of the set thingy here. Here we go. We're getting one out of here. Yes, can I keep them organized? Yeah, a lot of times people call me Foss. Some people call me Father. Because it stands for Father or Son Gamers, which is because I started it with my son doing this, and I kind of took over because he had to go to school, you know. I went to an LGS near my dad where they had such better setup than my local store. Good morning, Frank. This one seemed like a good one for you, my friend Mahaya? Ribbit. All right, let's do it. Let's rip it and let's see what we get here. All right, good luck, my friend. Yes, exactly. You know exactly what you get and what you can see it. My whole goal is to have one of the shelves set up where I'll have my other camera set up so you can see them all. You can say, "Give me one of those." I'll reach over and pull it out. That actually is the goal of what I was going to have going on here. There we go. Yeah, it's just a cool little thing there. I figure I can put my and if I don't want to put anything up here, I can even put like a sticker right here. Stickers on them for FoSGamers. You have a store. You own a store, Goran? I didn't know you owned a store. Screaming Phantom, Out of Air, Envoy of Okanakaho, Seismic Monstrosaur. These are smell really inky. Ooh, wow. I can smell them over here. Mineshaft Spider, Sage of Days, Pathfinding Axejaw, Sunshot Militia, Dousing Device, a little Dreadmaw's Ire, Self Reflection, Malamet Battleglyph. Ooh, Whale of the Forgotten, LCI 343. I like that art. I love that art on that one. Over the Edge with a foil mountain full art. We always like the full art mountains. And your fungus token. Oh, if the LGS ever. Oh, okay, yeah. See, I've thought about that before myself. If there was an LGS in the area that was debating on selling, if I could go in to buy it and do it the way that I kind of was doing online stuff with it, because that would help to have stock and things like that. But I haven't run into anything that way. Thought it was not a bad idea, not a bad pickup there. I like that card. The art on that card is pretty sweet. But anyways, we have all of those there now. I thought that was pretty cool. The box there to carry everything. It costs a little bit of money, but it's going to keep me organized, and I get to hold an entire box plus. So an entire draft box fits in each one of those, and then some. So, not bad. Yeah, I know news stores have too high failing. Exactly. Well, that's why I'm trying to do things a little bit different. I don't want a store personally. If that makes any sense, I think what we need to be doing, the world is no longer physically brick and mortar. Everything has become online related. Why are we restricting ourselves to this brick and mortar store when I can have people playing games with me all around the country and the world? Why am I restricting myself to a location? Yes, it's nice if you have it and there's a location to do that, but at the same time, you don't need the location for the physical store. There's rooms you can rent to do games. So say we're going to do a game night and we're going to do a certain every Friday, we rent a room for 5 hours and we play our game night. And we can do it all over the place. Say I come and visit you guys and say I'm traveling, like say at some point, and I'm in South Carolina. We can do it in South Carolina somewhere, get like 30 to 50 people. We do a little tournament set up and get it running. We don't need to be stuck to one location. I don't know. I'm weird like that. Yes. See, that's the problem is getting the perks. See, that's what I'm saying. Like what we do is the same thing as a brick and mortar store. So there shouldn't be any restriction of having it because I'm going to have the location. We're going to be there playing games with everybody. We have people online playing with us all the time compared to being in the store. You don't need to drive to the store. People driving to a store or going to those locations, it is at expense for them. Some of them may not be able to afford it. Some of them might not be able to. Maybe it's 3 hours away to get the closest store. I know people that I talk to when I sell stuff on here that I played card games with before. They're like, it's 2.5 hours for me to get the closest store. I can't do that normally. If I want to play every night, I got to find someone online or not play at all. Ah, yes. Yep, exactly, yeah. That's pretty cool. Exactly. The drafts and pre-release do cover it. That is great. That's what I was saying. That's why you do the draft and pre-release stuff. That's why I was saying we would still have those, but you wouldn't need to have the store for it. Say for instance, we do pre-release night and we do draft nights. That's why I was saying there's rooms in my area that are in locations and buildings, and we'd be like, hey, every Friday night we have from 7 p.m. until midnight this room that we have, and we're going to be doing draft night every Friday night here. You know, and that way we can go to different locations. So that person that does feel like you're saying, socially awkward, not want to jump out and say something in a chat, may want to go and try to do something in a pre-release. Say they don't know it all the time, or it's not near them. Well, we can get one of the rooms and say, hey, we have 30 people that are signed up to do this. We have this room available. We're all going to come together in this one room, and you can participate in it in person. You don't need to have the physical store. Is kind of what I was getting at. But I do like the social. That's what I was saying. The social interaction being there is good. I think the way that it's an unnecessary expense sometimes, if that makes any sense. Because you have the store you pay for. You have to open it every morning. You have to have a certain amount of stock on the store on display, and you have to have shelving to display all that stuff. Now, depending on the locations, very rarely it's either you're farther away from people because you can't have something in the city because something in the city is too expensive, or you're going to find something that is of lesser, say, you have to get a smaller store that not being not the nicest one compared to one that you can find further out. Well, rather than saying it has to be a physical location, it could be saying we have those physical locations we're at when we're playing. We have during the day and the other times when we're hanging out with everybody because people are at work, they're doing other stuff, you know. But it's a different kind of different model. Different model is what it is. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm saying it creates an opportunity for others that don't have the opportunity to play well and easily to do that. Yeah, exactly. See, I didn't get an MBA, but I've worked with a lot of people. My dad ran his own business. I have a lot of friends that are entrepreneurs with their own businesses and stuff. So you pick things up along the way. And it's like that's weird. Like I kind of was I was a manager. Actually, I managed 3 stores, but the owners of the company were it was a secondary company. They're like, yeah, that's your store. You do payroll, you do stock, you do everything. You have to do rent, you have to do power. We do nothing other than come and collect the money in the safe every fucking week. They were very nice people, but that's pretty much what they did. And then threw big parties every now and again. Yeah, exactly. You can make a game room, not a store, but you always have a great time. Yes, you don't need to just have CTG. Yep. I mean, I like the. Oh, I forgot about doing giveaways. Hold on. Do I have any of them here? Let's run one if I have one. Completely forgot about them. Do I have anything here to do a giveaway with? I might. I completely forgot about those. Well, anyways, I'm gonna move this back. That's my cool new thing that I got to store my cards. That way they're stored easily on the boat. What are you doing, Mom? Okay. I just need to get, like I said, the junk taken care of in here later. It's a lot of this is just little itty bitty crap that I don't even necessarily need to do all of it. I could probably just get rid of the desk to move it out, and then do all this little other crap and move it over the truck and stuff too. Because literally, it's knick knack and fucking endings. You know.
Yeah.
We had until Tuesday. So. If I want to get $30 for a roaming throne, I'm going to have to sell it myself, or I can get a percentage from my LGS at Target. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. They have to get money. The store needs to resell. I know. Oh, nice. Oh my God, that's awesome. 9 volt. That's pretty funny. New Orleans, they give you deodorant for the LGS. That's pretty funny. Yunty, these are the ones that I got here. Mohawk Ancient one, not bad. Twisted. And then what did I get there? Not bad. That was a pretty good one there. The Flare Denial that I picked up. I like that. That one. Yeah. Yeah, I know. A lot of times you need a shower and put on deodorant are your 2 rules in the stores. That's pretty funny. See, I have that's another thing. You don't need to worry about what they smell like online either. I didn't think about that. That's another bonus. No worries about that one. Yeah, some do take it. See, I play for fun. I don't play. That's why like my decks are themed. Like I have the dinosaur deck. I'm making a Rocket Raccoon deck. I'm not playing. If I wanted to go and like play to win in a tournament, I'd go and just literally buy all the cards that I want for the type of deck I want and go play. Like it's not as fun to me. I kind of like the fact of what you pull out or what you have is what you build with. And maybe you might want 1 or 2 cards to do something extra that you buy 1 or 2 of them, but you're not buying the entire thing or like, not making it specifically like some people like I like the building it. Yeah, drafting. Yeah, I personally like pre-release the most. That's funny. The employees thank you. Yeah, exactly. What's the point of playing if you're going to win in 1 to 4 turns? Oh, that's an interesting one. The multiplying bunny one sounds pretty good. To hurt people's feelings. I know. Well, the thing is, it doesn't even hurt their feelings when that happens to me. Like if somebody wins in like turn 3, I'm like, and if you remember our thumbs up from earlier, hey Lincoln, yes, you need a bathroom. You have to clean that bathroom. That's the other thing too. Hey Stinkin, how's it going, buddy? We don't have a lot going on today, just because the house is cleaned up, so there is not much of a store there. So we're just kind of going with our break here, which was all of our cards here, our collector boosters. These are our set boosters and drafts on this side. 2 draft of Commander, 2 play of Modern Horizon, 2 play of Outlaws, 2 draft of Brothers, 2 draft of Ixalan, 2 draft of Infinity, and 2 draft of Bloomburrow. I don't know if we're gonna get through this. I have a feeling I'm gonna be done in about 10 minutes, so I might not actually be even doing this here. 2 draft of this, 2 sets of that, 2 collectors, 2 collectors, 2 collectors, 2 collectors, a collector, and 2 collectors. Look at that. That was our monster one that we did. But I was trying to. Oh, there's where the giveaways are. I was looking for those. Aha! Somebody give me a number between 1 and 10. I'm gonna start random giveaway here. We're hanging out for a little bit. Yes, I was going to try to play tonight. I'm not going to be playing tonight. We were going to have a game going. I wasn't necessarily going to play. I was just going to have it run for I know Mr. House and Oblivion were playing. Number 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't have anything planned today just because I've just been so busy. I figured next weekend I'll do it. Yeah. So that's what we were doing there. I'll run this one here and see what happens. Yeah, that's next weekend, right? Labor Day weekend. Yeah, we'll have a game Labor Day weekend. Maybe, yeah, because if some people have Monday off, making it a little easier too for doing a Sunday night game. That'll be a nice one. I'd have to worry about it. I'll do Sunday night game though at it'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern time, a little bit earlier this time, so we're not up so late. And I think we'll end up doing I don't know. I was thinking of doing a commander on that time frame because I don't have unless we could do one of the unless we could get the tournament bundles. If we could do the tournament thing with ooh, should I do a chaos tournament bundle instead of the one that I have now? Instead of doing all Bloomborough, should I make it like a chaos one and do like Bloomborough, Play Booster of Outlaws, like a draft of Brothers War, or draft of Ixalan, draft of Infinity, and maybe a draft of Commander Masters, and like those 5 packs. I mean, let's do it like that. You'll be away at the beach near Ocean City fishing. Sweet, dude. Chaos is just like the reason why I say chaos is it's not one specific number, one specific like set. They're all different sets. That's why we say chaos. I have not done any dealing hits breaks. That's the one where you have where we have the 9 cards and we go through the 9 cards and like the last one to the last one of the card that's pulled out or whatever, the one that gets the one pulled out has the number, like the number on it will get the pack and the rest of them get the card singles type of thing. Yeah, not a problem at all, Cody's mom. Any questions ever, I'll have no problems answering. Is that what you're talking about? So like I would do for instance, it would be like I'd take something like this up. I'd be like, all right, well, we have this card, this card, this card, this card, and this card, and this card. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 of these. Each of these are on sale, but one of them with the sticker here, the one with the sticker here gets a pack of draft booster with it. And then it would add everything up, kind of divide, that type of thing is what you're talking about. Oh, Renaissance Festival. We awesome. I've always wanted to go to one of those. Top 10 highest. No, I've not done it that way. So the way I generally do it is 17-year anniversary. Well, congratulations. And congratulations for James's 50th birthday. Yeah, all right. So yeah, no, so the way that I normally do these breaks is I open them all up. I take all the rares, the mythics, and uncommons or commons, $3 or more. I put them into sleeves. I shuffle them up, and we hand them out, and we put them out in order of who purchased first. So say somebody bought one, the first one, I would just literally hand the first card to them, second, third, fourth, all the way through the 15 cards. Normally I do 10, but I did 15, so we would be able to have a nice big more people involved because the 10 was going to be like a $40 something $50 break. Not everybody always wants to jump in on $50 ones. Yeah, that's why I was doing it my way. I'm gonna actually check out the art stuff today a little bit. I don't have a chance to do a lot of time, but I'll check out a few of it because I like seeing the art things personally. Yeah, that's why I do it the way I do the breaks. Is I take all of the rares and mythics and everything, and I shuffle them all up and I hand them out to everyone. That's why I like to do it that way, so that people get something and they're not going to just get junk to them. And there's generally everybody gets a card of value, maybe not get a high like the $50, $100 card if there wasn't one pulled out because there's only one of them pulled out, two of them when there's like 10 or 15 people. But at least they're getting cards that are worth some money that they can play with and stuff like that. Goran coming in. Yeah, it's a Dagger Fang duo. Not a big hit with this. That's okay. Not a big hit, Goran. But it does get you a discount on shipping. Yeah, it's fine. No, that's perfectly fine. I'm not an artist. Well, somebody told me I'm not an artist, but I'm creative because of the stories I do. So that I don't know if that's the same thing. It's a little different. I was actually told I should make a book out of some of the stories. My wife was listening to me and some of the stories I was making because I talk them into my phone and then so I can have everything in it. And she was sleeping on the trip. She goes, "You just wrote a book in like, you wrote like a large book in our trip from Florida to Colorado over 2 days, right?" I'm like, "No, I didn't." It's like it's like a five. All it is a five. What is it? It's one of the D&D things. Oh, I'm blanking right now. Why am I blanking on what they are? Campaign. Oh, campaign. Thank you. All it is a five chapter campaign. She's like, yes, but look how many pages there are almost in there. I'm like, oh, I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that could be like a 70 to 100 pages maybe. So you just wrote 70 to 100 pages in like 2 days of driving. I'm like, yeah, well, it just kind of goes, and I start talking, and oh, that sounds good. Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, put that in there. Ooh, do that. And like they're descriptive. Like you can like down to like nuts and bolts and stuff because I don't know, that's how I picture things. All right, Goran, can you give me a number between 1 and 10, my friend? Oh, you rolled a 9. I got it. I see it. I see your 9. I see your 9, and I raise you a shuffle. I'm not an artistic with my hands. I can't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, what number did you get? I thought I said 9. 7, 8, 9. You did get number 9. But I think I'm only going to be here about 10, maybe 20 minutes longer. I don't have too much longer. Like I said, I got to get packing up here. Got to get stuff going because we have to head out. And then hopefully tomorrow, once most of this stuff is packed up here, I'll be more organized to have a full show. And I'll probably actually have all those card things shown up because I have 2 of them to show. I broke one of them. I have to glue something back on it. Dumbass fucking kicked it with my foot. You got to go start fixing your art up. See, we got to do a little bit of that before we leave. All right, so want to hear something funny? I think it's funny. So the people that are buying our house, I don't know where they're coming from that they think people don't like have. I guess they like coming from a place that people don't have like respect or honor or shit like that. I don't know. But they're coming to them. Our house is not a cheap house. The house that we sold was closer to $1 million than it was not. But they when they're buying it, they were like they kept like having these weird like things they point out or like expectations. And then last time was we expect the house to be swept and something and vacuumed when we are swept in the garage to be have nothing in it when we move in, when we come for the inspection. At this time is when we're inspecting, when we're coming for our final look at the house before we sign the papers. And I'm like, huh. Like we were already planning on sweeping, vacuuming, using the steam mop that we have to make it look clean because, nice for somebody to move in, not leave shit all over the place. So like that comment, I was just like, that's a little bit rude. Huh. So I said to my, I tried to I was like, all right, thank you. And I responded to my because he quote from them. I'll respond to my realtor trying to be nice. And I just respond, all right, thank you. And then finally I figured out how to respond appropriately and saying, you can let them know that if they have any more further expectations, they can expect me to go by only what is written in the contract and what is in the contract only. If they would like to add something else, they are going to have to cancel the contract. And I will go with the other person that wanted to buy the house that was going to give us cash for the house. Yes, it was a little less, but at least we don't have to deal with people with those type of expectations being put with our neighbors. And I left it at that. I haven't had any more expectations come from anymore. But I'm like, seriously? Like some people, I don't know. I just find people have gotten to the point that they're excessively, I don't know, they're just rude nowadays. Too many rude people nowadays. Oh, nice, Frank. Oh yeah, see, I understand that. I understand things so for instance, when our house, they came and they looked at our house, we had the awning out. The awning that's like an awning on the back deck. It's got a bend in one of the poles. We know it's got a bend in one of the poles, but the awning works, not a problem. We literally has zero issues. We've used it since we moved in here. So they're like, they want it. They were like, they got all that, a bunch of things done, and they put the offer in, and there's one other thing that they were seeing that was a leak on. Literally, you just fucking just put some sealant around it, and it will fix a leak. Around one of the pipes that comes out for irrigation. And then there is one thing on something having to do with the yard being the lawn being cut. I'm like, dude, we've been gone for a week on a vacation when the house had a showing. I'm sorry, the lawn wasn't cut to your fucking length of that you want, but that's your preference. Come and cut it shorter if you want it shorter, dude. Like that. But and then the two things that I accepted were their light in the pool light wasn't working, which we didn't know because we didn't very rarely go out at night. And then there was a leak in the in one of the solar panels for the pool. We didn't know about that. We're like, all right, fine, we'll fix those. But the other one, they came back after the inspection, which is what I'm saying, where this came from, and said, hey, there's a bend in this, and there's these things. I'm like, dude, you saw those during your fucking walk around the house. No, I'm not doing this. You saw that. You already knew it was there. You would have come and say, these things are here that I see, and these things are here that I see. I'm offering this much. And I say yes or no. You're not going to come back later and say, oh, this is what this here that I already saw, and I'm going to try to take more off. No, no, no. This is when there's the unseen thing that is going to come back. Like, what the frig are you doing, dude? Seriously? And then between that and there was that thing, and then the thing about the sweeping was my last straw with them. Like, now these people, then I looked where they're coming from. They're coming out from DC. I'm like, oh, that makes sense now. They're those type of people. This is great. I'm sorry, neighbors. Yes, the inspection is a fines. Dude, the inspection found nothing. No big things. The only thing that was found was the leak of the solar panel, which was literally a fucking Teflon screw, by the way, and the pool light. Those are the two things. Those are the two things we didn't know about. We disclose every single thing that we ever do. Because I don't lie to people. I tell everybody as much of the truth as I know. Mystic Enforcer, you got a light shell duo here. I mean, there's no point in not doing it. They're either going to find it out during the inspection, or it's going to be like, oh, you lied about this and we're going to have an issue later on. No. We tell you literally everything we know going on because we don't want any issues. And it's on you to decide what you want. We're on number 3 for the next one. All right. We got about 10 more minutes here. I'm going to be off at 1:15 because I don't have a lot of time here to hang out today. But you know what? I want to pull over one of those things again because I like seeing that little shelf thing that I bought. That seems fun. We're going to do this 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do another one here. I want to pull that over there and have fun with it.
Daddy, do you want to watch Dark Knight Rises with us, or can we watch it?
You can watch it.
Okay, thank you.
I got hooked on the Batman movies. Good movies. The good ones. Not the new one. Not with sparkles. Um, the Christian Bale, the good ones. Anyways, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna run. Let's see. Let's see if I can get anybody that will want. Let's do this. Want to run one of these? We're gonna do it at a little bit of a discount here. Not much of a discount, but I just want to pull it over. We're gonna do Sepus or Commander Masters. Michael Keaton ones are good too. See, I'm gonna put it out there. I know people say it wasn't good, but I did like the one with George. Oh, George Clooney with Clooney. I did too.
Are you done with your coffee?
No, I'm not done. I still get it.
Take the table then. You use it.
You can take it. Yeah. Or maybe somebody wants to try one of the. Oh, my draft's not in here. Why aren't the draft packs in there? No wonder why people aren't buying those. Michael Keaton ones are cool. Your son? Wait. See, yeah, I actually I went to a private school, and one day we randomly had Ray Bork. If you're a hockey fan, one of the best players ever for the Bruins, was rolling around our school one day. I'm like, who is that? Well, it was Ray Bork and his son were coming to check the school out. They actually almost went to the high school that I was at. And yeah, my school, was not paying attention much that day. I'll say that. Why the hell is this not working? Oh my god. There we go. I went to school with a lot of rich people, though. I was the poor kid. Or at least one of the poor kids, not the only one. Why is that not showing? No. Stop. I'm not clicking on that. There we go. That was supposed to be in there. There we go. Commander Masters draft. He dedicated his Emmy win to the cousin for a suit drop kick. Oh, nice. Yomi Jaeger, nice at your high school. That's interesting. Yeah, I can see him being big. Oh, you're an English teacher? Well, I will have to say one of the things my side duck is I had an English teacher. I absolutely hated him, but he made me speak a lot clearer, and he made it so that I had the reason why I hated him is because he told me I didn't speak the King's proper English, and I had detention for about 2+ months, a little over 2 months, because I had to speak the King's proper English because I come from Boston area, and I wasn't using my R's correctly. I wasn't using them at all for the most part. So that's really the reason why I didn't like him. Other than that, I was good with him. Mr. Furlong, bastard, give me attention every damn day. But I got into college. between him and the other teachers, I went from my lowest level English to the highest level English. And when I was in college, my freshman year of college, and all through my college classes that I had to do any English paper, they were using my papers as an example how to write. And my wife hated me because she asked me one time to help her with her paper, and she goes, I helped her with some of the things to do, and I handed it back to her. Goes, there's more red on this than one of my English teachers used to give me. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, you're using too many linking verbs. You should move that over there to make it sound more clear and more succinct. That one needs to go over here because you're out of order with your paragraph. And like, you you wouldn't sleep with a teacher. Well, that's an interesting one. Oh, nice. Well, see, I didn't have that problem, sadly, Miri. That I didn't sleep with the English teacher. I mean, I did have that was not those type of people around where we were. At least in New Hampshire, the ones that I dealt with. I did have a girlfriend freshman year before I met with my wife that kept telling me I needed to go and do the art. She was an artist and she wanted me to go and she kept wanting me to go and do the paintings because she said they need subjects to paint. I'm like, what do you want your subjects to paint? Like she goes, well, you're gonna stand in there like like in paintings. I'm like, so what do I stand? Like, what do I do? Like, I sit? Do I move? She's like, well, you might not have clothes on. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, hold on a second. Rewind this. So what do you want me to do again? That's the only time I had anybody try to get me to do something that I thought I was uncomfortable doing. Probably about 2 months, she kept trying to get me to do their paintings so that they had a good subject to look at. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Miri. You're very welcome for the giveaway, my friend. And here we go. We got about another couple minutes left here. You got a seasoned Warren Guard. All right, not our big hit, not our one there. That's that. But hey, you get yourself a discount on shipping if you want to pick anything up. And if you want, well, this will be our last one. Want to give me a number between 1 and 5, and we can see if we get that lucky one here. Yes, exactly. All the artists in there were looking for that eggplant. Well, I mean, I was in shape when I was younger, so that was the problem. I'm not out of shape now, but I was in a pretty good shape. I had like a 6-pack. I was in very pleasurable looking condition. I also was a wrestler, so I had to be in that shape because you can't. I wasn't really able to be chunky. All right, here we're gonna go. I'm gonna do this. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I was in shape then. Good looking person. Not that I'm not now. I mean, you look at myself in the mirror every now and again. I'm like, ooh, he's sexy. If I was a woman, I'd definitely have sex with me. Ah, damn it. And then my wife hears me say that. And she's like, oh my God, James. Really? I'm like, yes, that's what it was. That's what it was. He goes, I see you've got a third leg. Let's draw it. Oh my God. Oh, damn it. Good thing I'm getting out of here in 2 minutes. This is turning down a wrong road right now. I cannot talk about my college days. I'll get myself in trouble and suspended from the world. This is definitely a cancellation going on here. Can you have a code? What are you looking for a code for? Yep, that was but we'll have more interesting stories though on the boat. Those ones will be like, is he alive? My wife wants to do do videos. I think it's still funny, and I feel like most of it's going to be like, is James dead yet? Nope, he's alive again. Oh, he hasn't died yet.
We're watching the one with Bane in it.
All right, that's fine. I can see if I have some. I don't have too many of those. I did put a bunch of those away, so I don't know if I have any of those ones available for codes, my friend. If I happen to have one, I'll see if I can give it to you, but I don't think I do. Because I put all those away with my storage because I'm moving. I don't think I have any of those available. I used to have some around and we'd hand them out every now and again. We'd do the giveaways and do some of those for those of you guys on there, but let me see if I have any. All right, I got one here. Ready? I think this is one. Here we go. Hey, now this is getting, you want to take a screenshot, Shamot. All right. And then what I need you to do, you're going to have to probably do it in reverse just because of the way the camera is. Here you go. Ready? I'm going to show it on your screen, Sham. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Take a screenshot, my friend, and do what you want, Sham. I'm going to put that over there. Yes, what did he break today? It's like I've had broken toes, the road rash from the last trip. Is he alive? Last time we saw, he fell in the water unconscious. Wait, was he unconscious? We're not sure. It just seems it. Coming soon. James's new life. Is he going to be alive or not? There you go, my friends. Well, anyways, it is time for me to head out. This is what we're going to do here. Let's see here. I thought they were starting today. Maybe they're not starting yet. I thought they were going on. Hold on. Where's the artist? What's with our artist? Did the artist not start yet? I don't think they started yet. That's okay. So here we go. Yeah, that's pretty much what my wife said. My mom wanted me to put me in bubble wrap when I was a kid. Well, I started the world out in an incubator. I was born, and in the hospital I got pneumonia, and I was in an incubator for the first 2 weeks of my life. So I've started the world out with an emergency room book. My emergency room book currently is about this thick. And in each emergency room that I've lived in each state that I've lived in, because I'm there about once every few months doing something stupid. But here we go. Our giveaway coming in for you is we got a Curious Forager going to our friend Havriel. We're going to go over take another friend here. Peace out. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us here. Have a good one.